Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Well, look on the screen, little bungalow. So this is a picture of a house. We're gonna call it, for the sake of the video, Mima's house. Yes, Mima's house. So I was talking to a friend of mine, and I said, "Listen, now might be a good time. Time to do what? Time to buy Mima's house. Might be a good time to buy the grandmother's house. Let's go ahead and get to it. Let's get cracking." So rent is unbelievable, be it rent, be it a mortgage, it's just bad all around. You're paying an arm and a leg. But we do know with renting, you're never going to own it. So I was talking with a friend of mine, and I said, "Listen, you have your grandmother. Do you guys get along?" And sometimes you have to see the big picture. So everybody's like, "Oh, I gotta have this, I gotta have that, and there's no Starbucks around in the neighborhood." Yeah, you better get practical, and you better get there really quick. So I said, "What's the situation with regard to the family? Your grandmother? Are you the favorite? Is there a will in place? She wants you to visit? I think we have a solution." And my solution was, guess what? I said, "I think it's a good idea. If I were you and you love your grandmother and you can get along, it's a sacrifice. But if I were you, I would stop leasing that apartment and I would go ahead and try to buy grandma's house." Where's she gonna go? She's not going anywhere. What I'm saying to do, you can't really afford a house. You're paying all this rent. You have some money saved. If I were you, it's a win-win. See, some people, they get themselves and, "Oh, I gotta have this house." I've got two friends right now. I've been telling y'all about it. $400,000 homes. It's a wonder they held on for this long. One of them is it's a wrap. So here's the deal. You have to be practical. A lot of people, "Oh, I gotta have this, I must have this, or that's not good enough for me, it's not fancy enough." And how fancy are you gonna be when you can't afford that rent and they evict you? How about that? So let's go and strategize on a win-win. Again, the win-win, in my opinion, now might be a good time to do what by grandma's house. Where's grandma gonna go? Grandma is going nowhere. Looks like you and grandma might be roommates. Uh-huh. So I said, what I think should be a good idea, I think should go ahead and buy the house. Put some money together, make her an offer. Yes, buy the house. And then what will happen is you will go ahead and move in said house with grandma. She's not gonna, it's a win-win for her. She gets to stay in the same house, and guess what? She doesn't have to move out. You see? And plus she has some money in her pocket. In the meantime, you're gonna get a good deal. It could be a win-win for both. Mima gets to stay in the house. May have to, move some things around furniture wise, but she gets to stay in her house. We're not doing it. You can get, maybe call this a family reverse mortgage. She gets to stay in the house, and then you're buying the house from her. It's already in your name. And if you all can strike a deal that is mutually satisfying for both parties, you already know you're not going to be paying market rate. You coming in with equity. It's a win-win. You are coming in with equity. So instead of having to wait, she doesn't have a will. You don't need one. You're gonna if you go ahead and buy the house. Make a good deal so it's financially benefiting you both. Then you'll already have a house. You're coming in with equity. Let me see you go buy a house elsewhere and come in with equity unless you put in a whole lot of money. It is not going to happen. That's why folks now got into these mortgages and they're like, oh my gosh, I want to sell. I want to get out. You lucky you lucky you're not doing a short sale. So you have to be practical, and it's really a good thing to think outside the box. I don't care if it's not near downtown where all the bars are and there's no Starbucks around. See, a lot of people get themselves into this false sense of security of what I might have. And then when the money gets funny, guess what? The same things you were desiring, oh, the amenities, guess what? It's not going to be there once you get evicted and can't afford rent or living in your car. What's important to the dog park and you stand in your vehicle trying to stand into a storage? Tough times don't last. Tough people do. You have to think, you have to strategize. And some people are putting themselves on this fake, bougie, non realistic, goal oriented platform, and and it's not realistic. A lot of people now thought, oh, I've got to have this, got to have that, and now they have nothing. So keep on paying high rent. Or if you can't get along with grandma, go ahead and make a deal on the house, buy the house. She gets to stay there like a reverse mortgage. But the thing is, you're already going to come in at equity and you will own the home. And I would rather have a bungalow that I can afford than sitting up on some bricks, sitting up here eating ramen noodles, can't even afford a pound of beef to go with it. Having to ration. I'd rather have a bungalow that's paid for or something affordable where I can sleep, lay my head at night instead of sitting up on some bricks trying to spread out the last three cans of beans. Lima beans on Thursday, green beans on Friday, and pork and beans on Saturday. A lot of people are doing that and they're faking it. A lot of people are locking the door to a beautiful home and can't even sleep at night because they know they can't stay. And all it takes is one hiccup and it's over. That's all it takes. And the society that we're in right now is full of hiccups. Oh, it's full of hiccups. Full of hiccups. So yeah, now might be a good time to do what by grandma's house. Yes, now might be a good time, at least something to consider, to buy grandma's house. It's important to try to own something. So by buying grandma's house, and you can fix it up slowly by surely. Don't forget you have land. Tell a friend of mine, that's the practical thing to do. Is to go ahead and buy it. And I don't care who in the family gets mad, it's business. That's why you're gonna go ahead, like I said, make a deal, close the whole 9 yards. And now grandma has some money in her account and still staying in her house. Like a reverse mortgage, the only thing is you don't have to sell it. You have to be able to make willing to make sacrifices. And a lot of people don't until it comes down to the point where they can't make a sacrifice and it's a little too late. People having to pack up homes, 4 and 5 bedroom homes, nowhere to go. Then they go and get this big old ginormous storage, thinking, okay, I'm gonna get back on my feet, and one day I'm gonna get back that 4 or 5 bedroom home that I had before. And the reality is, it's not gonna happen. Look at all the layoffs. So it's time to think outside the box. Some people thinking, oh, I must have this. Oh no, I can't do. You sure about that? No, that's not gonna work for me. Some people got themselves into, they're living a false narrative, a false sense of security of what you must have until reality hits and you don't have it. There's a family I have been seeing, I said, I can't believe it. And about maybe, let's see, one, two, also maybe about 3 or 4 blocks. People I thought were owning the home, leasing. There's a family. I know they've lived there since, let's see, 16, about 8 or 9 years. Oh yeah, corner house. The little girl will leave her little bike out on the sidewalk, leave the little toys out, and it's no one gonna mess with it because it's the kid's bike or her little pink bike. Little Becky Boo just leaves her little bike out there all the time, and then I had another baby, and he got a little toy thing like a little truck thing that he pushes in, one of those little toys like that. I just knew that family owned that house because my gosh, they've been there going on 8 or 9 years, right? Cute little bungalow. Oh, nice little, old fashioned porch. Got the furniture on there. Oh yeah, nice family. Family gone. All this time the family staying there. The family was renting. The family has moved. I'm like, well, where was this family right here? Go diagonal. I'm like, across the street in diagonal. What's going? The houses are vacant. What are those kids upstairs in that other house with the green trim? I used to see them hanging off the balcony every now and then, up there, chilling and hanging out. Where are they? The family next door, where are they gone? Okay, circle back down. Where's, look how many families there are. These folk are gone. What were they doing? They were all renting. They were all renting. You think they all came into some kind of inheritance? The economy's bad. Seeing more and more uh, businesses closing, small mom and pop businesses. I, it's bad. You can't even keep a donut shop open. Come on now. You gotta be kidding me. Where did those folk go? I doubt they went to go get an apartment. I doubt that very much. So what do you think happening? People can't afford life. Can't afford life. Cannot afford life right now. Again, as I told my friend, might be a good time to buy Meemaw's house. Might be a good time to buy your grandmother's house. That way she's not alone. You got your own room. You have to make sure you can come up with an agreement. Oh no, I can't do that. I'm gonna need you can have your privacy. Now you may not be having any house parties, no, but you can have your privacy. It's a win-win. And I understand not everything is everybody. A lot of people may not want to do that. I totally get it. Totally get it. But for some, it's practical. And if all you know is, oh, what I want right now is some luxury right now, well, good luck to you and yours. Because unless you're rich, that is very foolish. Oh, it really is. It's very foolish. Have to be willing to make sacrifices. Have to be willing to think outside the box. So yeah, again, not gonna work for everybody. But I thought about it. This right here, I don't understand why people aren't doing that. What kind of home does she have? I don't understand families. You got whole families. Everybody and their mother is renting. Where they do that at? I don't understand that. I just really, really don't understand it. I don't get it. Everybody's renting. This is crazy to me. So the elderly is renting, and maybe it's how we grew up. My family, it was just we just grew up. Just how we grew up, I guess. But I don't understand the elderly rented and the young. So you got everybody just renting. I've seen families like that, and it blows my mind. It is really mind blowing to me. It is mind blowing. So this is how it goes down. Everybody's renting. Good luck, generational wealth with that. No one's gonna own anything. Rent, rent, rent. Got it. Yeah. Okay. That's not how you create generational wealth. It's just not. And then check the check too. So yeah, everything's not for everybody, but it might be a good time to do what? To buy grandma's house. Tell a friend of mine, that's what I would do. Make a deal. If you can make a deal and make it work, go for it. Then she'll have cash in her hand and get to still live in her house. She might get to travel and do some fun. And you coming in with equity. But a lot of people, oh no, maybe the house may not be fancy enough. Okay, that's fine. I'm willing to bet you in the long run, down the line, the one who just still renting that apartment versus the one that may end up buying grandma's house and moving in with and making it work, that one's going to be far better off. Let me see you get a home equity loan on your rent on your apartment. What kind of asset is that apartment going to bring for you? Anyway, let me know what you think. But again, now might be a good time to do what? Buy grandma's house. Might be a good time. And don't forget, life is business. It's not emotional. It's more than what you see on IG and looking at me and where I live and all of that. It's more to it than that. Think outside the box. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. Let me know what you all think. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out.